Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where, yeah, our awesome kind of went down last episode, but it was my own fault. I didn't check to see what the Apollo had on it, and it turns out it was a one-shot rocket boat. So that was a thing. We do have this barrage incoming, and honestly, I'm just going to step the Mauler forward and brace. So we're going to take some damage from the barrage. There's not too much we can do about that. But that's okay. We are, of course, doing an attack and defend here, and we have eliminated the first lance. And we need to take out the defending lance and the defending turrets. So that will all be just fine. Here goes the barrage. Kaboom. Honestly, it doesn't do that much damage. It's the heat that's the bigger problem. But yeah, that seems fine. The Frankie moves up, fires on our Black Knight. Does some damage to it, to be sure. And we need to keep in mind these reinforcements will be on their way soon. However, if we can clean these guys up and clean up these turrets before they get here, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, they're pretty far away, but we do have some good long-range engage tools. Base 21, they're going to move their Owens. The Owens and the Catapult. I mean, I feel like the Catapult is really the threat here. So that's definitely something that we should consider here, is that the Catapult is probably the biggest threat here. We're going to move the Black Knight up over this way. It is kind of exposed. We're going to go ahead and Vigilance it. And then I think the Catapult, like I said, is the threat. So we're going to fire at that. Getting a little damage in there. Actually, we got a head hit. That's pretty neat. Didn't expect that necessarily, but the Orion is then going to step up over here, and it is also going for that Catapult. Once again, this is the threat. We missed the Gauss, but a lot of missiles going in there. I like it. Our Corsair is going to be in these flames for a bit. Not a whole lot we can do about that, but we can pot shot the Catapult and get it unsteady. Hopefully. And actually, we can get away with the large pulse lasers. I'm surprised.
Engaging target.
That's a structure exposure onto the Catapult. And let's see what we've got going on over here. So the Bull Shark is going to step forward a bit. And honestly, we can probably continue to go for the Catapult. We'll Warlord that, and this could kill the Catapult in theory. We don't know what's in that right torso, but we'll see. Some jump jets. Well, that's not super helpful.
Taking a critical hit.
Okay, at this point, our Mauler is not really going to be in tremendously useful range. We'll step down over here, and we can pot shot the LBXs, but it's not going to do too much. Likely. Okay. A little bit more internal damage there. We panicked them.
Commander.
That's always nice. The Madcap Mark II, on the other hand, that could theoretically do some pretty heavy damage here. And we're going to Warlord it. What are our hit odds on the rockets? Still only 35%. I think we'll keep those in reserve. Okay, a little bit more damage there, but not enough to stop the Catapult from moving. So we're going to move on up and fire on the Bull Shark, as the Catapult has been doing this whole time. And the Bull Shark is doing okay for now, actually. The Boar's Head is going to step up over here. We have heat concerns for that, but we can easily fire on the Catapult here with the Arrow 4, and so we shall. We got an engine crit, and I believe that's a knockdown.
Critical hit, Commander.
Nope, just unsteady. Okay. Our allies are shooting at the Owens, and that will actually knock it down. That'll be a knockdown on the Catapult. Wait, the Catapult is ejected. That's neat. I'm very pleased to see that. Okay, their turrets are moving, of course. And yeah, we knew that they would go for the Black Knight here. That was a very obvious choice. This is why it was vigilanced, of course. A lot of misses there, and I'm happy about that. Okay. A lot of ballistic weapons from their turrets out there. That's okay. We know there are 4 turrets, and that is just fine. The Black Knight is going to step in over here, At this point, with the catapult gone, I feel like the threat is almost non-existent. We start going for the rifle positions. Okay. So they're going to move both of their mechs this round. The Frankie does not fire. The Owens moves through the fire and doesn't shoot. Cool.
Orders.
The Madcap Mark II is going to close in over this way. Now, we don't know where the enemy reinforcement wave is inbound to, but they'll be here in a few rounds. And I think that we continue hitting their turrets. This heavy rifle position is the one to go for now. This could kill it, but it's a little unlikely. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Receiving you.
The Orion is going to continue to close in over here. And I feel like the Orion is well situated to deal with these mechs over here. And we'll go for the Owens. Okay.
Reporting critical hit.
Some engine crits there, but not a kill.
I'm here.
Our Corsair is going to continue to step forward through this chemical fire, which is not great for it, in all honesty. But let's go for the kill on the heavy rifle position at this point. We'll have to hit both of these to get the kill.
Fire it.
And we didn't.
Got past the armor.
Well, we took out the turret systems anyway. The Boar's Head is going to stay where it's at, and I think we're just going to lob some LRMs for heat purposes into the heavy rifle position. This should kill.
Tell me what to shoot.
There we go.
That turret is gone.
Excellent. So one turret gone out of 4, and we are going to position our Bull Shark exactly where it's at, actually. This seems good. And we could continue to fire on the Owens. I'm a little concerned about our LBX munition ammo. Actually, we have slug ammo as well, so that's fine.
Locking on cover.
Some internal damage there on the Owens, but not a lot. Our Mauler is going to continue to close in over this way. We can fire on the Frankie or on the Owens. We are running low on LBX ammo, and that's to be expected, in all honesty. So that's the Owens down. I think that's completely worthwhile.
That's a kill.
Okay. Next up, that is that a turret or is that the Frankie? No, that would be a turret. The Frankie moved phase 21.
Barely hit.
Okay, let's see what our turrets do here.
Taking minimal damage.
Looks like not very much so far. Yeah. Just not very much is the answer. Okay, cool. Thermobaric turret does not fire.
Commander.
So the Black Knight is going to continue to close in over here. We're a little concerned about the armor, particularly in this torso. We could go for the Frankie here, or we could go for the heavy AC turret. Either way, this is our last round of Hyper Gauss ammo, and I want to make it count. So we're going to go for the heavy rifle position here. Actually, I feel like the... No, I think the heavy rifle position is the more dangerous of these.
Roger that.
So we're going to get some Gauss in there, taking out some of that
I
armor.
completed my Gauss rifle ammo.
Okay. Next up, the Frankie moves. Shoots at the Mauler. The Mauler's doing fine. No real concerns there.
Losing armor.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Orders.
The Orion is going to close in, and it is, again, in a fantastic position to continue to hit these enemy mechs. So we're going to hit this Frankie. We're even going to Warlord it, and this should do a pretty sizable amount of damage. I don't expect a kill because the Frankie is fresh, but we should do a lot here. Yeah. Structure exposure, potentially a knockdown.
That hit something good.
Unsteady, not a knockdown. Okay, that's fine. The Madcap Mark II is going to move up here, and once again, the Frankie is the target. We're even going to fire the ER mediums. This should, at the very least, be a knockdown. Leg destruction guarantees the knockdown.
Target's taking a critical.
Excellent. Panic level critical. I'd love it if he had ejected, but he did not. And so the Bull Shark is just going to fire on the Frankie again. There we go. One less Frankie in the world.
Enemy down.
Okay, so now we have turrets to worry about. The Mauler is going to continue closing in over
On the
here.
move.
And I would love to fire at that heavy AC turret, but I don't think it's worth the shot, especially considering that's going to be our last round of LBX.
Waiting for
And we have 3 more Lances on the way in, keep in mind. So that's going to be a concern. We're going to move up here with the Boar's Head. And I would love to hit this heavy AC turret, but I feel like this one is actually the better one to go for, just because of splash damage. So let's go ahead and do that. We do want to keep some artillery ammo around
Alpha strike.
for later. But that was pretty good. I like it.
Standing by.
The Corsair is going to step up over here. Now, the Corsair's role here is obviously to work on these turrets. It's only 100 damage going into the turret here. Actually, that was only 50. All 4 of those hitting at extreme range there. Okay.
Not much armor left in that location.
And yeah, those are those heavy rifles. We don't really want to close in until that heavy rifle turret's gone. Okay. AC-10s there. Okay, so this one's running AC-10s. This one is running AC... What were those? 2s? I think those were AC-2s. And then this is running 3 heavy rifles. So those are fairly threatening, in all honesty. The Black Knight is going to sprint up over this way, and we're absolutely going to vigilance it, because it's very likely going to be targeted here. And we're going to pop this heavy rifle position with some SRM6s, hopefully, but we're probably going to miss because it's streak.
Crap.
Yep.
No joy.
Order.
As expected. The Bull Shark is going to step forward over here.
No shooting.
Now,
Just
I don't
running.
think we have range on anything here. So that's it.
Waiting for orders.
The Madcat Mark II is going to move up over here,
On my way.
and we're going to continue attempting to hit this heavy AC turret. We need to eliminate these turrets, and we need to do it fairly quickly. So that's 150 more damage there, I think, or was that only 75? Regardless, that armor is almost gone.
Waiting for orders.
And the Orion is going to step in over
Moving
here,
out.
and I'm hopeful that this is a kill on this turret. But it'll require crits. Got him.
Turret destroyed.
Excellent. So that was the AC-10 turret. At this point, the Boar's Head is going to move up over here, and we have to hit the heavy rifle position, I think. But the hit odds are so much better on this one. We'll Warlord it, and we're going to do it.
Firing everything I've got.
That Arrow 4 wasn't necessarily great, but we got the turret down. That's excellent. So all that's left now is that heavy rifle turret.
I'm here.
The Corsair is unable to destroy it
Confirmed.
at this point, and in fact, it's unable to even see it. So we will fire on this medium military building for now. Getting some damage in there, but we're very concerned about this heavy rifle turret.
Standing by.
The Mauler is going to close in over here,
Here we go.
and that's that. Okay, all 3 of those missed. That's a huge deal. I don't think it gets a chance to fire again. Reinforcements are inbound here. So we need to keep that in mind.
Awaiting orders.
Our Black Knight, for the time being, is going to position up over here.
Affirmative.
We're going to vigilance it. And we're going to fire on this heavy rifle position with our streaks again.
Target locked.
Okay, we popped this AMS there. That's a big deal.
Standing by.
The Madcat Mark II is going to close in over here.
On it.
It will have vision here easily. Warlord this to boost these odds. They're not great. Take out that heavy rifle position. Okay, we got at least 1 hit there.
Aye, aye.
The Corsair is going to move in over here.
Copy that.
Hit that heavy rifle position. Okay. Are we through that armor yet? Not quite. It has 5 HP.
orders.
The Orion is going to step in over here.
Acknowledged.
And the Orion is going for the kill here. I think that we do actually end up killing the heavy rifle position with this shot.
Target confirmed.
Excellent. Okay,
turret is
here comes that reinforcement wave. Let's see what they've got. We're going to move the Boar's Head over this way for LOS, and then brace it to sink heat. The Bull Shark, we're also going to position up over here and brace it.
Moving fast.
Actually, we can't brace it because we sprinted it. But we are going to move the Mauler in over here. We're not going to sprint it. Just move
On the move.
and brace. Okay, here they come. A Coalition Leopard. What do they got? They have a Grasshopper, a Frankie, a Guillotine, and a Jenner.
Aye, aye.
Okay. We are going to walk into their rear arc here with our Black Knight.
Confirmed.
We're going to re-vigilance it. And then we are going to hit their Grasshopper rear arc here. We're even going to Warlord it. And let's see how much damage we can do to its rear arc.
Firing at enemies.
We didn't break through the armor, but that'll be concerning for it. The Frankie moves up. Does not fire because it's not aggroed. The Jenner moves up. Does not fire because it's not aggroed.
Yes, Commander.
The Bull Shark is going to, at this point, step in over here.
Move order received.
I want to go for the kill on the Jenner, if I can. I want to check these hit odds, though. The Frankie is much better hit odds, actually. So we're going to go for a Warlord on that, and we can even fire the Thumper here. This is completely fine.
All weapons go.
That's a lot of damage to that Frankie.
Critical hit, Commander.
Perfect.
I'm out of AC-10 ammo.
The Guillotine moves forward. It may be aggroed. I guess not. The splash damage didn't aggro it. That's neat. So at this point, I would love for the Corsair to come in here and rear arc this Jenner. But I don't think that's what we're going to do. I think instead, we're going to move up over this direction and hit the Frankie.
Position
Reason
confirmed.
being, I don't want to expose rear arc on the Corsair.
Confirmed.
Not the finest shooting I've ever seen there, but the Frankie did take a decent chunk of damage.
Orders.
At this point, the Madcap Mark II is going to fire on that Frankie as well. Now, we're running low on Gauss ammo, and we need to keep that in mind for future landings, but we should be fine for this landing. Solid damage to that Frankie.
Scored a critical hit.
Excellent. And now we can ace pilot the Madcat to start bringing it over this
Heading
way.
out.
Okay.
Commander.
The Orion is going to step in over here. It has plenty of ammo
Heading
left. And I would love... Actually, hit odds are the same here. I think we hit the Guillotine here. These are very good hit odds. And we get the +1 clustering.
On it.
Yes. I think that was worth it.
Scored a critical hit.
Okay. Now they're going to move with their Grasshopper, which should be aggroed. But it didn't fire.
Good to go.
Fascinating. The Boar's Head is going to position here. And we are going to shoot our artillery right at this Frankie, center of their formation.
All weapons are go.
Okay, that's a huge amount of damage. The Frankie
Critical
isn't
hit,
dead
Commander.
yet, but it'll be interesting to see what our turrets decide to
Standing
do.
by.
The Mauler is going to come in over this way. We are basically out of
confirmed.
LBX cluster ammo. I'm going to fire it at the Guillotine here, since this is weak side.
Firing on target.
That's our last round of LBX ammo. And that should be a knockdown on that Guillotine too.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Yep, there we go.
AC-20 ammo
One
depleted.
knockdown. Fantastic. Okay. And there goes those thermo barracks. Exactly where I wanted them. That's some excellent shooting there. That's an ejection from the guillotine and a knockdown on the Frankie. And an ejection from the Frankie. Our turret shoots at the Jenner, but doesn't get anything of note there. I'm not shocked about that. Okay. Next up.
Awaiting order.
Our Black Knight closes in on the rear arc of this Grasshopper again. This is the softened rear arc, and we have better hit odds this time.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
That's a lot of rear arc damage.
Reporting critical hit.
Okay. The Jenner moves in. This is not unexpected. Shoots at that building. Doesn't do very much damage to it. Okay. Now the Grasshopper moves in. We'll see what it does. Literally nothing. That is a strange decision. Okay. Cool, I guess. We're going to move in over here with our Bull Shark. Yeah, we're turning our rear arc, but that's fine. I don't think that's going to be a problem. We're going to fire our LBXs here, and we're going to do a small overheat. This is okay. I just want to do as much rear arc damage to this Jenner as possible here. Okay, that Jenner is legged and also super dead.
Scored a critical hit.
So it's going to die to turrets, definitely here.
This heat is
Our Mauler
crawling my
is going to close in, and we're out of LBX ammo, obviously. But we can fire on this Grasshopper. This is a side arc, which is pretty strong still. But we'll just go ahead and fire this.
Target.
Make him unsteady. There we go.
Yes, Commander.
And our Orion is going to walk in over here.
Copy that.
I kind of feel like maybe we don't fire the LRMs here. Got an arm destruction there. Sure.
Think I hit something good.
Okay.
Waiting for
Then
orders.
we've got our Madcat Mark II that's going to come in over here. The only thing it can shoot at here is the Jenner. We're not going to fire the Gauss here. Let's just fire the lasers at the Jenner. Excellent. Torso destruction.
Critical hit, Commander.
Aye, aye.
And the Corsair, I think we're just going to walk in over here and not fire our light Gauss rifles. But everything else I think is okay.
I'm taking the shot.
Okay. Very nice.
Scored a
We don't know
critical
where
hit.
the second reinforcement wave is going to be just
Generating
yet.
A lot of heat.
And keep in mind, we're
Moving to position.
deliberately letting these land for additional salvage. This is a thing that's happening. I'm actually just going to brace the Atlas here. Okay, our allies firing at that Jenner. That's great. Less great that they
Lose an arm.
managed to get some
Open.
heat into our Bull Shark, though. But that's a dead Jenner, and that's great. Okay, so at this point,
Commander.
our Black Knight closes in here, and we can actually just kick this Grasshopper, and it totally dies here. It's a guaranteed kill, in my opinion. There we go. One leg down.
Target's
This is
taking a
definitely a kill. Oh, and he just ejects. Okay. Sounds good. So we don't at this point know where the next reinforcement wave is going to
critical-
land,
Go down.
and that's okay.
Good to go.
So I'm going to take the Orion back over this way.
On my way.
And then the Bull Shark, it really needs to sink heat. So we're just going to position it over here and brace it.
Standing by.
The Corsair really needs to sink heat too. We'll just let it
Managing
sink heat. And the Mad Cat does as well.
Holding.
The Boar's Head is fine. Honestly, we have enough sniper ammo here that I'm going to toss a sniper artillery up here, but I'm not going to toss the rest.
Affirmative.
There we go. Got some damage in there.
Yes, Commander.
Now, the Mauler does need to sink heat, and it also needs to
Copy
make its
that.
way on back. Or we could send the Mauler up over this way, I suppose, to go after the enemies, or after the base. The enemies are coming in over here, so we'll position for
Standing
that.
by.
The Black Knight will sprint on over.
Affirmative.
And the Orion will also sprint over this way.
Waiting for orders.
Boar's Head, same story. Head on over. And the Magcat Mark II, once again, same story.
Awaiting
And
orders.
the Mauler, yeah, I think I am going to send the Mauler up this direction to finish off the
Go
buildings.
into full throttle.
So we'll do that, and we'll have it come up here, fire its SRM-6. Odds are low, but
Roger that.
get a little damage in there.
I'm
Okay.
here.
The Corsair is going to turn around and head over this way and brace. And finally, the Bull Shark, well, it's going to head over here. Call that good. So we're going to have the enemies landing now. Another Coalition Lance in the field. Yep, as expected. What do we got? We've got a Firestarter. Oh, that's funny. We've got a Dragon, a Merlin. Nothing too major. And a Griffin. We're going to reserve here. We're going to allow the Griffin to move. Okay. And then we're also going to allow the Merlin to move. They're stacking in together down here pretty nicely, so I like that.
Receiving you.
The Bull Shark is going to position right here.
Copy.
We're going to fire the Thumper Cannon direct. We're going to Warlord. And we're going to make these guys hopefully a little bit sad.
Firing on target.
That's some damage there.
Standing by.
Okay, the Orion is going to climb up the hill. We do have LOS on the guy up top here, the Griffin. And we'll just potshot that without firing our LRMs, I think. Actually, we can get away with firing the LRMs. That's fine. We can even Warlord it. And let's see what we get here. No Gauss hit. But a decent number of LRM hits, shredding some armor there. I like it.
Standing by.
The Corsair is going to position over here. This
Let's
does give it
move.
side arc access. And we're going to fire at the Merlin.
Attacking from position.
Okay. Getting a little damage in there. Not as much as I was hoping. We did get a head hit, though, and that's nice. So the Boar's Head is going to position back here.
On my way.
And we're going to Warlord that and fire at that Merlin in direct fire with everything we've got here. Okay, that's a huge amount of damage coming out of our artillery there. I like it.
Aye, aye.
At this point, the Mauler is, of course, still making its way up over this direction.
Confirmed.
We'll position here, check our hit odds here. They're the same. And garbage. That's okay.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, no hits there. But that's fine. No big
Miss.
loss there.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, the Black Knight is going to sprint on in over this way. We'll see
Here
how
we
much
go.
we can actually get. No pulse lasers, just the streak.
Failed to connect.
Yep, unsurprising.
Commander.
The Magcat Mark II can position right up over here. And light them up. We're going to go ahead and use our Gauss rifle. We're not going to use the Rocket 20 this turn because I think that there's a decent chance that we actually kill the Merlin with this salvo. So I'm going to try to save those rockets. Torso destruction there. And actually, yeah, it's just straight up dead. Pilot incapacitation.
Hostile eliminated. My Gauss rifle is empty.
Fantastic. That Firestarter's running AMS, apparently. It didn't use that on our artillery, though. Interesting. Our turret's going ahead and hitting these guys pretty hard. I'm okay with that. Okay, phase 23. The Firestarter moves. We'll see what it does. We'll see how brave it is here. Any moment now, Firestarter. There you go. Okay, cool. Just doesn't do anything of note.
Commander.
The Black Knight is going to position here, and I think that we... Are we in range for the medium pulse? Yes, we are. Light him up. Okay, structure exposure on the Firestarter. It's always good. The Griffin moves. Shoots at the medium reinforced building. It's doing fine. Like, there's not a problem there. Okay. And phase 18, the dragon will move. Steps forward. Does not fire.
Commander.
Neat. The Orion is going to position here. And we're going to take out this fire starter. Now, we're running low on LRM-20 ammo. That is a potential concern.
Locking in always.
But that's a kill on the fire starter. Pretty sure, anyway. The turrets will finish it off. Okay. So at this point, we're going to move in with... Actually, the Corsair is maybe not going to move in. It's going to stay put. We can fire on the Dragon or on the Griffin, and the Griffin is the obvious choice here. Small overheat, and I think that's an acceptable overheat. Yeah.
Roger.
Okay. A little bit of internal damage there on that Griffin.
My heat sinks can't
The
take
Boar's
much more
Head,
of this.
it does need to conserve ammo at this point. So we're just going to have it dip down here
Commander.
and brace.
Standing by.
The Madcat Mark II, on the other hand, it can move in. It's out of Gauss ammo, and so it can just fire its medium lasers and or its rockets. We're going to save the rockets for the next Lance, I think.
Target acquired.
That was not good laser shooting. Okay. Fantastic.
Standing by.
The Bull Shark, however, is completely capable of spamming thumpers. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll fire out at this Griffin.
Roger that.
Okay, we missed the thumper, sadly. But we did get a hip destruction, and the Griffin is now unsteady.
Awaiting orders.
Our Mauler is, of course, continuing to close in on these buildings
Copy
up here.
that. Engaging target.
And we're going to just do whatever damage we can to this. Our allies firing on that fire starter, not getting a ton done, but the fire starter actually ejects, and then a lot of damage to that Griffin. Into a knockdown, which means that the turrets could feasibly kill the Griffin here. Okay, so they're going to bring their last round of reinforcements here. That's good to know. We need to eliminate these reinforcements this round, then. And position for that. So the Dragon moves in. Does a little damage.
Yes, Commander.
Our Black Knight is going to sprint in over this way. Now,
On my way.
I want the Black Knight to eliminate the Griffin here, but unfortunately it's out of range of the medium pulse lasers, so we're going to have to use the armor strip on the Dragon here. I don't like that. I really wish that wasn't the case.
Confirmed.
But okay. We'll do some armor strip on the Dragon. And from here, the Madcat is going to close in. The Madcat is hopefully going to finish the Griffin here. We are a little concerned about heat. Will not fire this medium laser.
Locked on target.
Okay. Not what I was hoping for.
Good to go.
The Orion will close in. The Orion is also a little concerned about ammo, but we can fire the Gauss rifle and the medium lasers.
Engaging target.
There we go. So, we'd like the turrets to focus on this guy, and that's exactly what they're going to do, assuming that they have LOS.
I'm here.
Now, the Corsair is running pretty hot, and it's got obstructed LOS. So what we're going to do here is we're going to not fire these lasers, like so, and sink a bunch of heat. Okay. 24 damage into the Dragon will do for now.
Ready
The
for
Bull
orders.
Shark is going to move up, and we're going to attempt to hit this guy with a bunch of instability here. That's the idea. The Thumper missing is very sad. Okay.
Aye, aye.
The Mauler is, of course, continuing to close in up here, finish off the medium military building.
Taking the shot.
That's enough to destroy that, I think. Not quite, actually.
Waiting for orders.
And the Boar's Head is just going to position down over here
Moving to position.
and brace. Okay, turrets, do your thing, but they missed. Thermobaric turret. Getting a little bit of heat in there, I suppose. And here's that extra lance. Okay, This is the final enemy lance, and what do they have? They have a quick draw, this is the dragon that was just over there. A roughneck, a stalker, and a grasshopper. So the stalker is the threat here.
Standing by.
But we're going to reserve. They're not aggroed, and this guy just moved. So there's no point in us moving right now. We're going to let all of them pass us by, ideally. Stalker closes in a bit. And we're going to focus our fire super hard. Okay. There goes the roughneck. Now,
Commander,
the mauler is, of course, going to close in up here
copy that.
and go for this large military building.
Firing on target.
Okay. Almost took it down.
Aye, aye.
The Corsair is, at this point... I would like to have it start going for one of these mechs. Who do we want to focus first? I feel like the Grasshopper is the best target here because look at how good these hit odds are. So we're going to nuke this Grasshopper as hard as we can.
Acknowledge.
Which turns out to be not very hard with those rolls. Excellent. Okay.
Watch those heat levels.
The Bull Shark is going for the kill on this dragon. We want this guy dead. That's not a kill.
Reporting critical hit. Heat gauge is red.
Well,
line.
the Orion is going to turn around and start focusing fire over here. This is far more important at this point. Hit the Grasshopper side arc, and we could theoretically see a kill here. Depends on how we roll. Let's boost our odds.
Giving him everything I've got.
It's a lot of damage into the Grasshopper,
Critical
but
hit, Commander.
not a kill.
I'm out of long-range missiles.
We didn't take out the torso, we took out the arm. That is sad.
Awaiting orders.
The Black Knight is going to move up and crit fish
On the move.
on the dragon here.
Target confirmed.
And that's finally a kill on that dragon. Excellent. 4 units to go.
Hostile removed.
Let's do this.
Ready.
The Madcat Mark II is going to position up over here, where it can fire into the same side arc on the Grasshopper. Now, we're not going to fire all of these lasers. We're not going to fire these 2 lasers. We are going to fire this one. I'm going to fire the rockets here as well. I want to guarantee the kill on this Grasshopper. I'm only going to fire 1 set of rockets, though, I think.
Engaging the target.
Well, that might not guarantee the kill, but got some damage in there anyway.
Reporting critical hit. I'm
'Kay.
out of SRM.
And turrets are probably not going to be doing too much, but we're going to move back with the Boar's Head here. And the Boar's Head is also going to hit this Grasshopper with everything it's got.
Firing everything I've got.
Okay. That's a lot of damage to the Grasshopper.
All out of LRMs, Commander.
Thermobarracks also going in over here. Getting a little damage in there, but also getting some heat up. I like it. Base 21, so the quick draw is going to move. If it moves back over this way, then we can get some good rear arc with these mechs, but we'll see how far it goes. Huh.
Yes, Commander.
That's neat, I guess. The Madcat is going to move up, and we're hoping to actually finish the job here on this Grasshopper. No solid crits there, sadly.
Scored a critical hit.
And of course, with our
I'm out
ammo
of short-range
situation,
missiles.
we're a lot less DPS than we used to
Moving
be,
out.
shall we say. We're going to finish off this medium, or rather this large military building.
We'll go.
There we go. 1 structure down.
Target site demolished.
Okay. What are they going to do now? That's going to be the Stalker and the Roughneck moving. Little bit of damage into the medium reinforced building, not relevant.
Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight is going to move up over here, and we are going to crit fish in this Grasshopper.
Taking the shot.
And there we go. That's what we needed there. So we've got 3 mechs to go. The next
destroyed.
target, we'll see what we want that to be. The Roughneck moves forward. I'm thinking that the next target is likely going to be this quick draw, just because of its positioning here. The Atlas can actually get around over here, and we can't fire the sniper artillery at this range, but we do have our listen kill missiles that we can soften up his rear arc with.
Affirmative.
Okay. Good damage there.
Standing by.
The Corsair is going to pop back to... Actually, maybe he's going to stay put. Like this. We're a little concerned about heat here. In fact, we're a lot concerned about heat. We're not going to fire the ER mediums, but everything else.
Target locked on enemy 6.
Okay. Decent internal damage to the quick draw.
Got past the armor.
Excellent.
Waiting for orders.
The Bull Shark is now going to come over this way, and we're just going to drop the Thumper, I think, on the quick draw here. For heat purposes. Not a lot of damage going in there, in all honesty.
Yes.
The Orion, can that get around to rear arc? The answer is no. But it can shoot side arc on this quick draw, and that's exactly what we're going to do. This will be a slight overheat. And do we care about that? No is the answer.
Roger that.
And that's a dead quick draw. 2 to go.
Target eliminated.
Excellent.
Over the red line. Heat damage.
I don't think the turrets are going to do much of anything over here. Oh, thermobarics into the Stalker, I guess. Building up instability. It actually got a head hit on that Stalker.
Aye, aye.
Well, that means we know what our next target is.
Moving to position.
It was probably going to be the Stalker anyway due to its indirect fire capacity, but yeah, that gets the Stalker unsteady. Which means that we can do a lot of damage very quickly to this guy. The Madcat Mark II is going to step forward over here. And yeah, this is all we can do. But straight into that weak side arc. Excellent. The Roughneck moves forward. We don't care.
Receiving.
The Orion is running hot, and that is a concern. But we can fire not these 2 medium lasers, and everything else is good. Side arc, and this could easily be a kill of the Stalker. There it goes. So the Roughneck is the only remaining target.
I'm taking heat
Excellent.
damage.
The Corsair is, of course, going to turn towards the Roughneck here, and we'll begin to light him up.
Copy that.
See about getting him unsteady if we can. Not with this mech necessarily, but there we go.
No Gauss rifle ammo left.
Yep, that's to be expected.
Commander.
The Bull Shark is going to move in over here. We're probably not going to fire the Thumper, but everything else I feel like is reasonable to fire right now. Hopefully we don't stray shot. And we didn't. Great. So the Roughneck doesn't really get much instability there. The Mauler is naturally going to continue making its way up over this direction.
Roger that.
And we will hit this medium military building.
Copy that.
It's not dead yet, but 2 more rounds and that should be done. The Boar's Head at this point is going to back off here. We can't fire the sniper artillery, but we can fire the listen kill missiles, and this is our last round of those.
Roger that.
Okay.
All out of long-range missiles, Commander.
Thermobarics going in on that Roughneck. Unfortunately, also clipping our Madcat. Okay.
Good to go.
So the Madcat is going to dip around over here.
Confirm.
And we're going to fire on the Roughneck like so.
I copy.
Little bit of damage there, but mostly building up just that tiny amount of instability. That's the primary benefit here. And then we're going to come around here, I think, with the Black Knight and kick this guy rear arc. Get in there.
Confirmed. Let's see how you like this.
Nice. We managed to get that hit. And get the rear arc structure exposure.
Scored a critical hit.
And this Roughneck is in
Waiting for
serious danger right now. The Orion is going to position here. Now, our LRMs are slightly problematic, but we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. In fact, it is this LRM specifically that is problematic. And why is this different? Oh, it's Zeus versus Clan. Yeah, that would do the trick. So we're going to do something along the lines of this. Okay, hip destruction there on the Roughneck. I feel like an ejection. Okay, that works.
I'm here.
The Corsair is now going to turn over this way, and we're going to fire the large pulse lasers out over here.
Confirmed.
There we go. And all we've got left is the one structure.
Good to go.
The Boar's Head actually can fire at the sniper artillery at it, so that'll work just fine. That should finish it. Actually, no, it won't.
Roger that.
It did. Never mind. Excellent. So I think for these sorts of missions... Oh, we don't actually have to run over to the extraction. Great. That's fine. Oh, no, maybe we do. We do have to run over to the extraction. Yeah, okay. I thought so.
Yes, Commander.
Sad. But our extraction's right here, so most of our mechs are going to be able to get there fairly quickly, and we'll exit combat very soon as well, so...
On the move.
Just make our way over as quick as we can. There we go. Exiting combat. So the Corsair and the Boar's Head can basically get in immediately. The Madcat Mark II will head around over this way, and yeah, this is not a big deal.
Roger that.
Even the Mauler should get there fairly soon-ish.
Acknowledged.
So that should be fine. Overall, yeah, we lost the Awesome, and it was an engine destruction, so that's going to be expensive to repair. But, to be fair, we lost it because of that one-shot rocket boat on the Apollo. I consider that to be pretty cheesy, in all honesty. Like, yeah, he's going to kill one mech. That's all he's got. Beyond that, nothing is particularly impactful, and we were able to handle the rest of that fairly well. Our damage definitely dropped off as our ammo ran out, but that's, once again, completely to be expected.
On my way.
No surprises there. So we've got a number of our units at the evac point. In fact, we've got 4
Confirmed.
at the evac point. The others will be here shortly.
Locking in coordinates.
And it is unfortunate that we weren't able to eject the Awesome. But, yeah, it is what it is. It's completely fine.
Acknowledged.
Okay, so the Mauler is going to continue to sprint up, and then we can just brace all from here. Excellent. So the
Yes,
Mauler is going to close in, and then we brace all.
Bracing for impact.
Cool.
Standing by.
Next round.
Moving out.
Let's get out of here. As far as salvage goes, we'll see what we want. I didn't see
Awaiting
anything hugely impactful.
On the move.
So let's get out of here. Ah, so many leopards. Yeah, that's our allies dropping in there. Okay.
Mission successful.
So, I mean, I don't know that we were profitable with that, with losing the Awesome. I don't think that the Awesome is going to be rendered inoperable. That was, I think, more of a crit on the engine than it was a destruction of the CT. We'll have to see about that. If the Awesome is unsalvageable, then we'll probably have the Bull Shark take up that role, is I think going to be the plan. And yeah, the Awesome just had the engine crit, so that's fine. All we're going to have to do is replace that engine, and the bolt-on eye rockets and some heat sinks, and it should be fine, but maybe a little expensive. However, it is wildly past time to put a cut in here. Let's go ahead and go through this salvage here. I don't think there's anything particularly amazing in this. I guess we could take an ERPPC. Combat shotgun. It's kind of funny. Yeah, a lot of this is pretty irrelevant to us. 27 Rocket 20s in one stack? Yeah, we'll take that. We're definitely taking that. Thumper artillery, I don't care. Battle fists are decent, I suppose. Engine core 280s. Now, we might want to take those just... Actually, we want that exchanger ++. That's what we really want here. Where was that? There's a heat bank here, too? Okay, so we want the heat bank and we want the exchanger plus. Where are you at? You were over here, I think. Wait, where are the engines? Here. Exchanger. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these medium lasers. We've got plenty. The rocket 20s, we do have plenty of now, but we'll keep them for now. The Thumper artillery is a good chunk of change for getting our awesome back online. Same with that engine there. And these heat sinks, we'll get rid of those. Heavy jump jets, no thanks. Basic sensors, rifle ammo, machine gun ammo, and SRM ammo. Okay, so decent salvage payouts there, in all honesty. The Awesome is going to be very expensive to repair, though. I don't think it was running XL engines, so that's a benefit for us, but it's still going to be in the hundreds of thousands to repair, like probably 600-700K is my guess on just the Awesome. Everything else took fairly superficial minor damage, and that's probably like another 200 to 300K. So I'm guessing this is going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $1 million for repairs, which means that we are overall still profitable here. Barely, but we're profitable. Assuming those repair numbers are correct. And that's my estimate for Yang's estimate on the Awesome, to be clear. Which we'll figure out, because this episode has gone so long, we'll figure out what exactly that looks like for the repairs next episode. Yeah, Yang's estimate is on the low side. That's because he's not replacing any of the engines, or he's not replacing any of the components that were destroyed. So go ahead and do that, Yang. We're going to cancel the repair on the Awesome. That will have to be manually done, but we will do that next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.